Okay, so it is currently 1 in the morning, so I have to be like really quiet. But I decided that I wanted to learn to draw, like completely randomly. I have a drawing tablet here that I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna try learning to draw. I've never um, drawn before, like ever, really. I've done some stuff like way back in the day, a few years ago, but not in a long minute. I don't know how long the stream will be for. I just decided, hey, I want to draw. And it's like 1 in the morning and I'm tired. So we're here and we're just gonna learn to draw together. And I also need to turn up the music. There we go. At least a little bit. Okay. Cool, let's go. I don't know what I'm doing, but I am here and I'm ready to vibe and to draw. Okay. Am I good? Is everything good? Do I have it all set up? I think so. Yeah. Okay, we're Gucci. Okay, cool. Hello, Insta. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's like 1 in the morning. I'm from Australia. I'm very tired. I'm just here to learn to draw. I had the urge to draw, and I don't know how to. I've never really done it. HELLO. Hello. I'm gonna be really bad at this, by the way. Good morning. It's not morning. It's like 1 in the morning. I haven't slept yet. Hello there, people. I have the video ready to go because I'm gonna learn to draw with you guys. Timeless Studies friend. Hell yeah, well hello. Welcome. I'm just vibing. I'm surprised that you saw my Twitch. Glad to have you here though. Not gonna complain about it. If you see me looking over like to the right, that is me looking at Twitch chat. I've got the video on my left and my drawing tablet on the bottom, so if I look down, that's fine. I am bad. There we go. A little hot. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to draw. I didn't do this. I bought a drawing tablet like ages ago and I've not used it once. And I feel bad because it was like $400. So we're gonna use it today. And we're gonna see how that goes. I have no idea what I'm doing. I got Clip Studio Paint. A friend of mine helped me get this. Let's chill. Because I told them I wanted to get into drawing. That's all. I'll aim floating. My camera reset. Maybe this is better. I don't know. I'm very EP. I have to be very quiet, otherwise I'll wake my family up. And I don't want to do that. Well, I need to probably reset, don't I? Because I moved my camera all day. Wowzer. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Alright. That is the wrong thing. Oops. There we go. Okay. I do that, then do that. Okay, cool. Posture check. I think I'm good. I see. There we go. Okay, I'm sitting up straight. I got it. Don't worry. I'm bad. Okay, cool. So I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're Gucci. Did I just get a new follower? Wait, it didn't tell me I got a new follower. I just noticed the number go up. Wait, can I check that? How do I check that? How do I check? I don't know. I don't know how to do things. Really? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do, I don't know, let's just ban that. Okay, there we go. So, I don't even know if you guys saw that message, but it's great. We love that. How do I see followers? I should have gotten a notification. Did I not get a notification? I am dumb. I don't know how streaming works. Okay. The person that never answers finally did. Hell yeah. Oh, you did follow. Okay, I have a Winster. Thank you for the follow. And to like go out of my way to call that. I found it though. I appreciate the follow. But hello. And I'm glad that they finally replied. I'll have to talk about that later. When it's not 1 in the morning. And when I'm not tired as hell. I do hearts. Because I don't know what else to do while I wait. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Little guy. I don't know. Little beanie baby. It's like a little potato. I don't know what I'm doing. I should look at the video. We should look at the video. I should learn how to draw properly. That's what I should do. Let's do this. The video is draw like a sir. Draws from 0 to 100. I put it in the chat if you guys want to follow along or something.
Hi there, my name is Marcel and you guys have been mighty excited for this video, huh? A comment that I get a lot is where do I start to learn how to draw? There are so many different tutorials on YouTube, where do I even begin? This one. This video right here. So what I'm going to do today is to give you a whole roadmap on how to learn how to draw and get into art from the very start. I don't know if you like manga or if you're more into portraits or landscapes, but it doesn't matter because after explaining the roadmap, I'll be giving you guys an overview on different art styles and I'll tell you what kind of skill you will need for which art style. So that after this video, you'll know which skills you'll need to level and which ones you can leave on the to-do list for later. Also, I do have one special extra skill I didn't know where to put on this roadmap. It's less of a skill and more of a tip or something you should look out for. So yeah, I'm going to leave this at the end of the video. I think you can see how much effort I put into this video. As always, this whole video was completely scripted, written, recorded and edited by myself, by only one person. I had lots of conventions and workshops lately. I was also terribly busy at my 9-to-5 job, but I still made this video the best that I possibly could. So as always, I would appreciate your guys' support. Help me make more content for you. And if you would like to see more of my videos in the future, join my crew, become my nakama. Alright then, ready? Then let's learn how to draw from scratch, like a sir. I need to prepare you guys for this. There are a lot of skills I'm going to show you all. And spoiler, but I think it's the best if you don't skip any of them. They can always come in handy later on. Because otherwise you will end up like the person from my last video and you obviously don't want that. Alright, skill number 1 is as basic as it gets. Let's call this one line work. Before you're getting into art, I think it would be best to not keep any bad habits. Because they die hard. Like an Elden Ring boss. TLDR, you should work on your skill to make some clean strokes with your pencil. This makes a world of difference if you actually compare even the simplest of drawings, one done by a person who has practiced a line work and one who hasn't. I mentioned this before, but I think sketching like that comes from insecurity because you're not quite sure where to literally draw the line. Don't get me wrong here, I also use sketched lines when I want to draw lines a bit thicker, but that's just for cosmetics. When sketching the actual base, I really only sketch with clean, distinct lines, and so should you, at least in my opinion. And what I just did, well, in this business, we call it foreshadowing.
Wait a minute!
Because now, we're going to put the skill of line work to the test. I couldn't think of a name for this one, so I just let you guys decide for the name for this one on Insta. That one sounds professional. I like that. Anyways, you guys are welcome to, right now, grab a pencil and check if you already acquired the simple shape design skill. I always preach that you should be able to draw the most basic shapes so that you're able to draw a decent human later on by using all of these shapes in the process. But are you able to draw the most simple shapes there are? For real, could you draw some clean triangles, circles and squares? Because in order to do this, you would obviously need the previous line work skill in order to make these shapes look so clean. Otherwise, you would see a pretty big difference right away. And in case this doesn't work out for you yet, well, quantity is the word of the hour here. Now, the natural evolution here would be to evolve to the next dimension.
How do I do that?
If you were to Google something like shape sketching practice, you will notice that most results on Google Images are not simple 2D sketches, but rather they are almost all three-dimensional shapes. Again, if you're a long-term viewer of this channel, you all know some examples I showed you before. Sketching out three-dimensional shapes as guidelines is leagues more realistic than just using some plain old circles and squares. Also, don't think I only talk about comics or manga here, this also goes for portraits and anything else you can sketch out. If something looks more three-dimensional, it almost always looks more believable as well. And maybe, if you paid attention, you saw that this skill isn't called 3D drawing, but more 3D vision. It's not only about simply drawing a cube instead of a rectangle, it's also about seeing shapes or objects and understanding how or of what shapes they are made of. I wouldn't call this skill perspective though. This is more like a baby version of perspective. Just understanding the three-dimensionality of shapes and objects and knowing how to draw them. But for actually tackling perspective, I have another skill I would like to introduce you to.
Oh wait, I do have Discord messages. I'm just streaming, so I didn't see them. Never mind. Oh, that's really cute. It's a demon heart because you have demon hearts. Also, your mic for streaming is extremely quiet. Okay, hold on. My audio levels say that it's fine, but if I do that, is that better? Maybe? There you go. That's really cute. So if we do that, and then little horns. And the wings. There you go. Cute. I'll send this to V. Hold on. I don't know if you're still on stream, but I'm gonna send this to you. Nice. There we go. You'll tail that too. Okay, let's keep going with the video, shall we?
Now, I don't think this is going where you think it does, but yeah, basically learning how to draw humans is obviously important. I actually don't suggest you read into things like detailed anatomy right away, because that's also something that people flood my Instagram DMs with. Why does my drawing of a human body look like a shriveled up blow-up doll? Believe me, that's a kind of message I basically get at least once per day. People see detailed artworks and are like, yeah, I need to draw like that as well. So they desperately try to add all of these different details and muscle groups without even knowing how to draw the most basic human proportions. That's why your characters are getting this dehydrated corpse strip. You're already trying to learn skills from way up in the skill tree, all the way from above. Detailed anatomy is something you shouldn't even be touching with a 10-foot pole right now. What you need to learn are proportions, basically meaning how a body is constructed and what the size of the individual parts are. And that's precisely why I call this skill simple anatomy, but you might as well just call this one proportions. Also, a little tip I have for you all: if
Okay,
you can't stop your ADHD brain from drawing details already, you can at least use some space for that. Sketching your drawings a bit bigger really gives you some room to breathe
have
and can
big
make some huge
sketches.
difference.
Okay.
I don't recommend it, but if you totally have to, that's how I would go about it. In case you never dabbled in this topic of perspective before, this is the point where you could at least get your feet wet. Just like before, these are still the very simple basic skills, because at this point we are still at the very beginning of your art journey. So I think it's best to still stick to the basics. While drawing and using perspective, you need to know about vanishing points. You could have 3 in total in every artwork. While editing this video, I got
I have
a
no
couple of
idea how to do
messages about this
perspective.
topic, so I thought I could at least just quickly note this here. Of course, there are artworks with 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 vanishing points. Like 4 vanishing points, kind of cool,
Jesus
but
Christ.
I honestly doubt that most of you will ever draw something like this. Anyway, you could totally read into this if you absolutely want to, though. Drawing an artwork with 1 vanishing point's kinda easy, while having
One
one
vanishing
with
point,
3
that's
can be
this, I
kinda
think.
challenging. So for now, I think it's enough to learn how to use at least 1 vanishing point. Otherwise, this could be a bit too much
I
input for
appreciate the
starters.
follow, by the way,
If you learn how
guys.
to use this 1-point perspective, you'll
Thank you,
also be able to
Timeless.
draw some
Thank
more
you,
advanced
Solid.
3D scenarios. So if you break it down, it really is exactly what we've learned up
I
until
need to set up
now. A
alerts for
couple
that,
of 3D
honestly.
shapes and boxes with
I'll look
clean
into
line
that
work
after
that
this.
point towards 1 perspective,
tomorrow, maybe.
1 vanishing point. So yeah, of course this is still
Yeah, that
very
vanishing
basic, but at
point,
least
got
it
it.
doesn't look incredibly amateurish if you go about it the right way. At least this artwork right here was good enough for me to print it into the 2nd volume of my manga series, so yeah, simple doesn't
Oh,
have
that's
to
cool.
mean bad. And if you care about my manga series, you can take a look at it on my website. But enough of that, we are almost at the point where we're going into advanced territory. So let's take a look at the next skill you could practice in case
I
you've
don't
come
think I
this
have
far.
any of these
And
skills.
that would be
Dynamics. Is that like
I think
movement and
dynamics
stuff?
are what differentiates an okay-ish artwork from a really good one. I mean, look at
yeah.
this. It's the same
Movement.
character, the same knowledge, and the same skills here. The only thing that's different here is the dynamics the character is laid out with. My subscribers are probably already familiar with this dynamic line. And I think at this point,
Yeah,
right
the
before we
follow-through
go into
line.
advanced territory, this is the perfect timing to learn about this. At this point, you're not an absolute beginner when it comes to drawing, so it's not too early, but
I mean, I
you're
am an
also
absolute
not
beginner.
too
I'm
advanced.
just curious to see other strategies.
You can be too advanced? Yeah, just wait, I'll show you what I mean by that. It's the same as with the anatomy example from the beginning. You remember that one, right? Please don't tell me TikTok already destroyed your attention span that much.
I'm here.
You're supposed to watch the video right now. I've worked on these animations for weeks, god damn. Yeah, for those who remember, it's the same exact example from the beginning. If you're too absorbed into drawing the details, you neglect the basics. It's as simple as that. And
focus on
dynamics
the
are
basics,
something you
got it.
also apply at the very start. Dynamics are something you plan out before you draw in all of those details. And since we're still in the beginner territory, this is basically the best timing to practice drawing those simple mannequins you've learned to draw before with some dynamic poses. And now that we've finished the simpler beginner topics, some of you might wonder what kind of time frame would be realistic for this kind of knowledge up until now. Could you learn all of this within a day?
Like a
Maybe
year,
like
maybe.
a week?
I
The
guess.
answer to that is there is no answer.
Oh, okay. Well,
Never has been. With my tutorials on drawing
Never mind
perspective, anatomy, and dynamics, and all of this different kinds of stuff, you could easily learn all of this in round about one day. But that doesn't mean that you've
A
actually
day?
acquired all of these skills. It's
Jesus.
just like watching a quick tutorial on differential equations and then actually solving them yourself. Just watching tutorials won't be enough. It takes weeks or maybe months of actual practice until you can actually do all of this beginner stuff we've covered by yourself.
so we'll
Take your
focus on
time, learn the
the
basics.
line, like,
Pressure is
a
absolute
good starting
poison
point.
to your creativity. So don't rush things. After all, you don't want to be that guy. So y'all ready? Then let's get more advanced. The first advanced skill I would suggest to learn is advanced perspective. Like I said, you can learn how to draw perspective with 2 and 3 vanishing points as well, and this can get pretty challenging depending on your subject. Obviously, people always associate vanishing points with landscapes, but that's not always the case. You could also use vanishing points to check if the perspective of your object matches up. Why would I just draw some cubes anymore? Isn't this advanced territory? Well, yeah, this is advanced territory, but you still need these cubes you've learned to draw at the beginning as guides to now actually draw more advanced stuff. So by using 3-point perspective, you get to draw some pretty crazy perspectives. That's why I put this skill at the very start of the advanced territory, because it all depends on how you use it. Vanishing points are a very helpful tool for pro art, but it's also something you could still
really
use earlier on
confusing,
for
though.
more basic art.
Jesus. I have no idea
The
what I'm
next
doing.
advanced
I'm bad at
lesson would
this.
be shape design. You've learned to draw some easier 3D shapes, but if you would manage to draw some really hard shapes and objects, you can basically draw, well, anything. From out of this world Lovecraftian objects to a coffee mug. If you truly
coffee
master
mug
the
is a good
skill, you
starting
can just combine it with your 3D vision skill from earlier, and you can literally draw anything just by looking at it. This obviously takes a ton of practice, but you have the tools right at your hand. You have the skill of 3-point perspective to check the perspective of an object, 3D vision to understand how it's made up, being able to draw any shape in order to copy it, and also the very first skill you've learned, some nice line work. And that's why this skill is a bit earlier into advanced territory as well. Not because it's easy by any means, but because it's so useful. Doesn't matter if you're a portrait artist and your portrait model's wearing some weird necklaces that you need to copy, or if you want to draw a statue from a certain building. With this skill, in combination with all of the previous skills, you can basically draw everything. I didn't make a video about practicing shapes yet, but I think the best course of action here would be to just Google some advanced shapes and try to practice that way. Now, here's the elephant in the room, anatomy. Yeah, alright, if you're someone who's only drawing headshots or humans, you could obviously learn this a bit earlier. A lot of things on this roadmap depend on preference, but I just think it's a lot better to accumulate all of the skills I already mentioned. I think I've listed off enough reasons already. So yeah, this part here completely depends on if you actually care about drawing human faces at all. I guess landscape artists really couldn't care less about this topic, but otherwise, this is the point where I would say the floodgates are open, and you should learn anything about the human face there is. There are a lot of different methods for learning how to draw human faces and heads, like the Steve Houston method, the Loomis method, the Riley method, and so on. I personally think they are a good way to get started into this topic and learn how to draw a human face. But with time, you'll probably develop your own method anyway, just like I did.
Leave me alone.
Don't worry, you'll arrive at this point once you know the ins and outs of the human face. Now, once you're able to draw shapes and faces and all of that, you could finally advance into giving your art a bit more depth. Of course, you could also read into this earlier, but I think everything else I mentioned so far is far more important than shading. After all, what good is shading if you're not even able to draw a human base correctly? Like I said, this is where you could get your feet wet, so you could learn it the most simple way, with simplified planes that tell you where to shade darker and where to shade lighter. That's at least the approach that I went with when I made a tutorial about this topic. I think this is a nice way for beginners to get into this topic and get a grasp on how shading actually works. There's one last skill before we split up our roadmap, and that's, of course, anatomy as a whole. Since I don't want to treat you guys all the same, this skill here could literally mean anything. If you're an artist who focuses on animals, then study the ever-loving heck out of any animal that you're drawing. Same goes for fantasy creatures and anything else. If you've come this far with your art, I think you're good enough to pick for yourself what kind of anatomy you would want to learn. Be it animals, fantasy creatures, men, women, or whatever. But at least with human anatomy, I mean the whole 9 yards. You could learn how to draw anatomically correct hands, how the muscles of a human body interact with one another, and so on. This skill alone basically takes a lifetime to complete. You'll never really be finished learning about this stuff. The most important thing, though, is that you're tackling this after learning about the simpler version with all of the proportions. Because otherwise... yeah. And now here's where things get interesting. I honestly don't think it matters which one of these skills you'll learn first. It honestly comes down to preference. Just be prepared, just like with anatomy, these are also some advanced skill sets, so they take ages to actually master. I'd even dare to say some of them are topics that take a lifetime to
Rendering,
master because
shading, and
you never
composition.
really stop learning about them. You could really level up your shading to get to the advanced shading skill, for example. Instead of just plain black and white, you'll also learn how to shade with multiple light sources and how light interacts with your subject in case you acquire the skill. This also kinda requires you to learn a bit of color theory, so you can bet this can take ages to fully master. Same goes for rendering. This is basically the art of adding details to your drawing. Some famous examples are cross-hatching or smooth blending. There are many different ways or styles of rendering your art, and which one you should pick depends on a lot of factors. Like, for example, what medium you're using. Are you working in color or
Digital.
with black and white? Truly one of the most individual skills you could have.
Okay.
And last but not least, composition. This topic is incredibly underrated, yet so vast. By learning and also mastering this composition skill, you never really have problems with picking backgrounds anymore, because abiding by these rules means you already know which kind of background fits which subject or motive. I already wrote articles about this and how I'm using composition in my art, and I really want to make a video about this sometime. But like I said, these topics are so vast, a composition video would be pretty much as long as this video right here,
So-
if not longer. But I will upload it
Okay,
eventually,
so-
just subscribe to the channel and you'll get notified when
Let's
I
start with
upload a
some
video
basic
about
drawings,
composition.
I think. I think that'd be a good idea.
Oh yeah, right, I did mention this hidden skill at the
the
beginning,
super
didn't
secret
I?
tip, yeah.
This skill isn't really part of the roadmap per se, so let's tackle that one last. Because I also promised you guys to give you an overview of what skills you would need to learn with the style that you're pursuing. So let me just give you an
Okay.
overview of what the most common styles are and what skills you would need for them. The most important part is that it doesn't matter which style you're pursuing, you will need the basic skill set I mentioned. Until that
Yeah.
point, I would really urge you guys to master all of these skills because they can come in handy in every style. Now, let's start with the one that you're all probably familiar with, portraits. I think portraits are kind of self-explanatory, but I'll say it anyway. Facial anatomy and shading should be absolutely mastered skills here. Also, since you need to deliver the most aesthetically pleasing outcome with portraits, you should be able to render it the best you possibly can. And something else, composition. It's not absolutely mandatory, but knowing where to place the face on your page and how big it should be, which corners should stay blank, and where to push the weight of your artwork and so on should elevate your portrait to another level, because the devil's in the detail after
In the
all. With
details,
landscapes, you
yeah.
obviously won't need any detailed or advanced anatomy. I think the basics should be enough to add a couple of humans to your artwork or landscape. Something you should absolutely max out though is composition. Also, perspective is absolutely non-negotiable here. I know there are artists who just paint some loose shapes without any perspective at all, but since this video is more about drawing than painting, I'll just ignore this point. Shading, and by that extension also color theory if you're painting, is a must-have. You should definitely max that out. And other than that, I think rendering could also be pretty important here. Shape design also couldn't hurt, but this only goes for when you have to draw some tricky buildings or statues. I know most of you are into comic, webcomic or manga, so I want to prepare you guys that's not going to be an easy pill to swallow, but you need to basically be a jack of all trades here. There's no skill you won't need, be it advanced shape design in order to draw objects like swords, anatomy for action poses, composition for arranging your panels, perspective so that your panels don't all look the same, and so on. I don't think you have to be a master of all of them, but you at least have to be good at all of them. But after all, since there are so many different art styles, it's kinda up to you which one of these skills you'll actually master. Depending on which skills you level, your manga or comic's gonna look completely different. But yeah, I'd say level as much as you possibly can here. By the way, I've made videos about almost all of these topics I mentioned so far, from shading to rendering and dynamics and many more. So maybe you would want to take a look at those videos I've made.
Yes.
But
100%.
there's still one thing left, right? Yeah, it's a skill I couldn't really find a place for. And that's because it's kind of the most important one, yet it's nothing you can practice per se. It's something that evolves over time. It's the observation skill. It's the skill to analyze an artwork and to understand what makes it so good. Is it the way the artwork's composed? Is it the way it's shaded, or the way the anatomy is handled? Maybe the pose that's implemented has a unique dynamic. So now, this analytic skill allows you to learn from other artworks. This is also how you'll be able to develop your very own art style, by learning from other artworks and implementing what makes them so good into your artworks. This autodidactic skill is what makes you evolve indefinitely. Without this skill, without being autodidactic, you will always have to depend on books, tutorials and classes. But if you truly acquire this skill, you will be able to learn from any artwork you're seeing. And learning just by looking at something helps you to level up your skills even without actively trying. So you'll keep evolving more and more. And this is the ultimate skill that every artist should be aware of. Because there's always something in an artwork that you could learn from. So, just like the old master said, ancora imparo.
Okay, cool. So we'll try doing a draw along, I think. We've learned some of the basics. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll do a draw along. Let's try that. Let's see how this goes. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? We'll try with faces. We'll start with some face drawing alongs. Alright. Face draw along. Here we are. Because I want to try doing some like emojis for my Twitch and Discord and stuff. There we go, draw with me. Captions. Okay, cool. Let's create a new thing.
안녕하세요, 조명입니다. 오늘은 얼굴을 한번 같이 그려볼게요.
Okay.
우선 동그라미를 그릴 건데요. 가끔 원도 잘 못 그리겠다는 분들도 계시는데
I can do a circle, I
이렇게
think.
지우개로
Maybe?
지워가면서 그리실 수 있습니다. 그리고 꼭 정확한
Why do you have so many
동그라미가 필요한 것도
circles?
아니에요. 그러니까 원 그리는 것부터 어렵다고
Circle.
포기하지 마시고
Circle.
천천히 그려보시길 바랄게요. 원의 가운데를 정하고 조금
What do
왼쪽에 얼굴에 세로
Start at the center
중심선을
vertical line
긋습니다.
to the side of the face.
그리고
Done.
그 중심선을 기준으로 오른쪽 눈두덩이의 크기를 정하고 굴을
This is already
잘라주고
really fast.
귀를 그려줍니다.
I'm not gonna lie.
이 과정이 어려우신 분들은 매번 알려드리지만 위쪽 링크를 참고해
eyebrows
보시면 좋을 것 같아요.
Is
얼굴 묘사를 하기 전에 얼굴의 전체적인 볼륨, 형상을
drawing,
맞춰보는 게 중요합니다.
I think.
얼굴 안에서 눈이 위치한 눈두덩이와 코,
I
그리고
have no
입을
idea what I'm
간단하게 그려줄게요.
This is too fast. This is way too fast. Can't do this. I need to do some like really basic drawings. Okay, along. I guess I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna save that for later. That seems cool. Let's draw every day. That's, yeah. 1 year of art. I don't know, sucker lineup. Yes. That's what I need. I'm bad.
Hi guys, my name is Marcel and today you've been drawing like a sir. That's right, you're probably here because you already drew something and then you realize that your line art skills are about as useful as the bottom half of a condom. But don't worry, because today I'm teaching you how I'm making my line arts as crisp as possible. Actually, for today I wanted to make a video about character design as another entry for my manga tutorial playlist. But then I realized that it's been a while since I've uploaded a video that has something to do with, you know, drawing. That's why today we are inking your drawings, like a sir. But if you still want to watch the video about character design, you can stick around for that. Just subscribe and activate the bell so you'll get notified when my character design video drops. I was pretty busy the last couple of weeks with writing books and painting PCs, but now I'm finally back. So expect me to upload more videos very soon. So then, let's grab your sketch and your preferred inking supplies and let's get going.
I don't have a sketch. Is this supposed to be about line art? I don't have a sketch. Should I be sketching something?
But before inking your big artworks, let's take a look at what makes your line art so quote-unquote bad. And we're doing that with the most basic example I can think of. That's right, with a circle. Now, when you are lining the circle, it's the same as it is with your drawings. The line art looks worse than your sketch. And there are 4 reasons as to why that is. Let's take a look at number 1. Now, let's start all over again. This is how I'm drawing a circle, and this sketch looks round to you because your eye subconsciously picks the parts where it best recognizes the shapes of a circle. It's not so much that the drawing itself looks good, it's more like the eye autocorrects the shape. But when line arting, it's almost impossible to get this exact perfect circle down correctly. And when you erase your sketch, there is no more ambiguity for your eye to interpret. So, what can you do to avoid this? While sketching, you already need to have your line art in mind. So, before line arting, try erasing your sketch a bit so that you have an easier time when it comes to following the outlines. That way, you already have a clear path that you just need to follow. You can just use an eraser for that, but I always like to use my eraser pen for this. If you're interested, I have a complete list of all of my art supplies on my homepage, so if you want to pick up the same ink, liners, or my eraser pen, just take a look at the full list at drawlikeasir.com. Now that was a neat little trick, but what about the 3 other reasons why your line art sucks so bad?
This is not
I'll just list them off all at once so we can get along faster. Basically, there are 3 things that make your sketch look good.
I think I need to learn to sketch
The line variation between thick and thin lines, the dynamics, like the momentum you drew your sketches with, and there's the amount of details. You know, things like hatching or shading. And while inking your drawings, all of these things get lost. But don't fret, that's why I'm here. To make your line art look good, just as good as your sketch does. Now for that you can use any ink supplies that you want, but if you are a long-term nakama of this channel, you know that I personally ink most of my artworks as well as all of my manga pages with traditional ink and pen nibs. It's not easy to ink this way, so maybe I'll make a tutorial about this as well sometime.
Sort of like a triangle.
So what do you say? Should my next video be a video about character design, or are you more interested in a complete inking crash course? I'll leave it up to you, just leave a comment, the topic with the most comment width. Anyway, let's start with the first issue, which is line variation. And I think that's the most simple one. You just need to be aware of what lines need to be thicker and what lines need to be thinner. If you are using liners, there are thicker and thinner ones that you can use. I would recommend 0.1 and 0.3 sized liners if you are a beginner, because these are the easiest to handle. But of course using pen nibs is the best option in my opinion, because you have the complete control over the line thickness while drawing. And this makes your line art look a lot more organic. But yeah, you can also just artificially increase your pen stroke while using liners, it's just a bit more tedious that way. But no matter what method you are going with, both methods pop a lot more than just inking away without having your line thickness in mind. I think dynamics is something you don't even notice when inking, and I can show you what I mean in one simple example. These lines are inked very slowly and carefully. You can basically feel the insecurity coming from this one a mile away. And these lines right here are drawn off the cuff, which requires a lot more confidence and vigor. This is especially true when inking hair. Maybe you did watch my video on how to draw hairstyles, in which I mentioned that you needed to have fast pen strokes for drawing hairstyles. But of course this doesn't only apply to your sketch, but also to your line art. If you don't ink it the same way, your lines will still end up looking wobbly. Bottom line, try inking with the same speed that your sketch was drawn. But pros don't ink like this? Yes, even pros ink like this. But since you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you.
What is this?
Wrong video. As you can see, even pros ink their artworks like this. Of course, there are times when you need to ink a bit more carefully, and there are times when you need to use your dexterity. I mean vigor. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at the last point, which is inking your details. Now, this is kind of a hot take, but more details in your artwork are generally considered pretty good. I mean, just take a look at how much of a difference details can make when it comes to something like, you know, a face. And you'd be surprised at how true this is. Even some scribbly details can look good in the broader scheme of things. But of course it looks better when there's a method to this madness, and you just don't randomly scribble in details. I already showed you this example in one of my videos, but this artwork, for example, features lines that are perfectly parallel to each other. And when looked at from a distance, this looks extremely satisfying. Those were some extreme examples, but usually your artwork should be somewhat between these extremes. I think most of you are familiar with Berserk and how detailed it's drawn. But when you take a closer look at these artworks, you'll see that these lines are not perfectly parallel to each other, like in the extremely clean example. But they are also not some random scribbles either, they follow a general direction. And that's precisely what I mean when I say that the best way is somewhat in the middle. And if you want to learn how to ink like this, maybe this video will help you with that. In my cross-hatching tutorial, I explained everything from the very beginning. Even if you are a complete beginner, you'll understand how to cross-hatch your art and get detailed after you've watched this. And as you may have noticed, we arrived at the shameless self-promotion, which means this video is officially over. Now you know what you need to look out for when inking your sketches. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe you're interested in my other tutorials as well. I've basically made tutorials about anything you can think of. And there will be a lot more in the future. So stick around if you don't want to miss them. As always, I need to especially thank my patrons because you guys go the extra mile in supporting me and I appreciate that a lot. Well done. My name's Marcel and I'll see you guys.
Like, how do you start? What's the starting point? I don't get what the starting point is. This is not good. Where did my pen go? Pen rolled under my tablet. Okay. Cool. This is not really working out. I honestly do not know. I'm gonna be real. I think I need to start this all over again. I'm gonna delete this. Try this again. Okay. So we're gonna draw me somehow. Or we're going to try to, at least. We need to start with a circle. I'm gonna actually change the opacity down like that. There we go. So there's something, and then we also have layers. So the sketch layer on top of this. Okay. We'll do a big circle. Let me make a softer jawline. Maybe something like this. And I can kind of see a line like that roughly to like sort of looking up into this direction. Instead of looking over that, I think. Okay. So we have that. We need to do bangs. So I am dying a little bit. Why is my VTuber dying? What's wrong with you? Oh, it's because of my mic. My mic's my AC. Hold on. There we go. I don't know. Well, I think that's fine. Oh. I didn't really I can't really look down for some reason. I look up fine, but not down. That's weird. Anyway, my little character has... We'll do we start with the hair? I think we'll start with the hair. So in this case, I'm sort of facing this direction. So I think we'll start with the left wing. So if the eye level's gonna be here, it's gonna be the eyebrows. Now, ish will probably be the hairline. Okay, in that case, maybe starting here, sort of down, I think. I don't know. Yeah, and then sort of do this. Straight line here, go straight back down again. Does the same thing here to make sort of an M shape, and then curls up like this. I can see a hairline there, kind of. Yeah, that sort of comes down here to behind the eye. So we've got our little eyebrows here. Then the eyes. I don't know how to do eyes. That looks really tired. That looks really bad. I kind of like maybe sort of more here. Oops. Maybe sort of more like that. So if we sort of you draw an eye. What? It's like a big circle, right? Maybe more like that. That looks better, I think. Maybe. I have no idea what I'm doing, like at all. And then this will sort of come down the side of the face, like that, I think. Well, no. If I look that way. I kind of already is like that. Just needs to sort of bring it just down more, I think. Okay, and then you need to sort of honestly curl in more to like here. Okay, so we have that. Now we'll have the rest of the hair. Not great. Okay, maybe. This is... I am struggling. Am I doing too much? I feel like I might be trying to do too much. I don't know. We'll sort of add the horns. Like this. Sort of curl them. They sort of curl down again. Sort of curl up and then down again. Sure. We made it to more of a point. I don't really know what I'm doing. I suck at this, which I having sort of like, you know, this looks so messy. I don't understand how I sort of got a mouth here. I'll just try doing a simple mouth. Tongue, teeth. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I cannot draw. I am struggling so bad. How do I don't do art. This is why I don't do art. I'm trying to learn though. That's the whole reason I'm here. Is to learn. I need more to sort of match this more, so sort of bring this in on the side. Nah, we'll need this to come to like a point. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, this is not really working too great. We maybe try to sort of make a neck here. No. This is... I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like I'm trying to do too much. I think that might be my issue. I'm trying to like use guiding lanes and this and that and perspective, and I don't know what I'm doing with any of it. I think I need to just sort of focus on one thing and then go off of that, maybe. Gonna look at my character, my little VTuber. How do I draw that? Because this is not it. This is really not it. I don't know. I do not know. Just trying to do like a little sketch. I need to learn things. Because the general idea with blind light, right, is that you sort of do many, like a lot of strokes, I think. I think that's like the general idea, right? That's how you do sketches. It's not how I used to do sketches. Trying to figure it out. What, how do I fix this? I think, okay. I know. Should we save this? We'll save this as a random sketch, why not? There we go. And then actually we can just do that and then hide that later. Perfect. Nice. See, I'm learning. Okay. I think we'll start with something small. What's something easy to draw? A pizza? I think a pizza's pretty easy. That's like a triangle and a circle. right? Okay, let's try to do a pizza sketch. So we would need the pizza box, right? So we'll do that. I'll add a little bit of things here. That's a cube, a very small cube. And then we would have it sort of like this, I think. Right? That doesn't seem right. This needs to be more level, I think. How do I do this? I'll bring you down, sort of to there, I think. And then bring you down, and then across. Cool. We have a pizza box. And now we do a pizza on the inside. Actually, we'll do the triangle first, I think, because we'll do like a pizza slice. So you have the pizza crust, which is kind of like a tube, right? I think so. It's kind of like a tube. So let's try to do a tube. There's a little pizza crust. And then we will do a triangle. That's not a very proportionate pizza. Alright, let's figure out how big we want it to be roughly. I think it's too small. How do I... Okay, so... definitely no, it comes out to like that. Yeah, I think something like that would be a good size to work with. Yeah, okay. So try be doing like a little tube here on because I want out. Okay. And then we'll do more tubes. Like this. This is just gonna go straight in because that's where the pizza came out from. That's a little too narrow. So I think if we bring it out more and then in. Yeah, that looks a little better. Maybe. I don't know exactly, but I'm trying. And then it would connect underneath the pizza like that. Cool. So we've done that, and then we have plenty of lot of triangles. So let's do a few cross sections. So this is sort of our middle point. Okay. And then if we do this. until we get enough pizzas. Pizza slices. Something like that, maybe? Let me try adding a little crust like that, maybe. Oh. That's okay. I think that's okay. That's like a decent-ish pizza. Right? I am so struggling here. And then we do... Let's do like... pepperonis. So they're easy. They're just like circles. Also, my camera is like dying at the moment. I don't know why. That's fine though. Okay, so if we do like little pepperonis... How many pepperonis is on a single pizza slice? Like what, 2, 3? I don't know. I'm bad at this. What I think we'll do is pizza time. Hell yeah, welcome sauce. I'm trying to learn to draw for like the first time. I have no idea what I'm doing. I got a drawing tablet like a year ago and I never used it. So I'm trying to follow tutorials and like learn how to draw. I'm just gonna freestyling this right now because I'm trying to learn the basics. But welcome. It is also 1:30 in the morning, which is kind of why I'm whispering a little bit as well, because I don't want to wake people up. But I felt like drawing, so yeah. So I think if we sort of sketch out, like, I think having them random for like pepperoni. No, I feel like it's too much pepperoni. I don't know why my little VTuber is dying. It's not normally this bad, I promise. I think it's because I'm looking down and it doesn't like when I look down for some reason. How many pepperonis is on the pizza? Let's Google this, shall we? Pepperoni pizza. I've not used any references. I've just been free-handing this. Okay, so there's a lot of pepperoni. 16? That is a lot. I don't know if I can do 16 circles. I kind of made it really too small for that. I need just little dots like that, I think, for pepperoni. It's like little dots. Maybe, no, this is like too small. I think like this. Put them on the lines, because see how the cuts aren't perfect? 2 for each slice. Okay, we can do that. I think like this, maybe? I don't know. And this has some pepperonis on it as well. Actually, we'll do a half circle. There you go. Because you got one coming out there. Pizza. If you looked at this, would you think it's a pizza? Be honest. I probably wouldn't, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really strike me as like a pizza. You'd eat the pizza. Awesome. Hell yeah, let's go. I appreciate that. I appreciate your little pizza enthusiasm. I also appreciate the follow, Sauce. I don't know why. I don't have notifications. I'm like really bad at streaming. This is also a good time to mention that I have not streamed in like 4 years. So I've just got a very basic setup at the moment. I need to have like stream alerts and stuff. I'll set up follow alerts later today or tomorrow, I think. Alright, so how do we improve the pizza box? We have a random pizza sketch. Roughly. What do I do to it now? I don't know. Do I add like dripping cheese? What does cheese kind of look like? I don't know. I feel like I'd be adding like too much, like too small details if I do that. I don't know, maybe we could try doing like a person eating the pizza. Or like with their hand around the pizza. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sauce. Welcome. I was told that is like an ad thing, so like donate essentially. I appreciate that. I've forgotten how to stream. It's been literally like 5 years, 3 years, something like that. But thank you. Okay, cool. So how do I do a person? So we'll do a person, right? Like this, kind of. Well, no, because you'll be facing towards the pizza, right? To like eat it. You're enjoying the ASMR pizza drawing. Hell yeah. Okay, so we need a person. Where would we put them? Like here? That's a normal person distance away. Like if we do a little stick man, for instance, that's I don't know. We'll try working with it. We'll see how it goes. Around the jaw. There you go, like that. I think. Actually, we should do this on a new layer because we have a separate thing. There we go. Cool. We have our sketch, our pizza layer. I did try doing something before. I tried doing my little character, by the way, but I sucked a lot. This is what it was. Do you see the resemblance? I'm really bad. This is why I'm here, to try to get better. Like, I feel like I had a pretty good base with like the M on the hair, like sort of here. I need to change the color so you can actually see what I'm doing. Like, I feel like I had a pretty good base, like with the hair here and with the actual face. But the body, not so much. And I definitely think I broke the hair and the eyes and the mouth. I'm learning, okay? I'm trying to learn. I'm getting there with it. That's like the whole point. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Okay. So anyway, we have our people. I feel like I'm staying in the Maiden Abyss character. That's so mean. I love Maiden Abyss, so I mean, I can see the resemblance a little bit. Yo, should we do some Maiden Abyss characters? I don't want to do a pizza anymore. I want to try doing like Rico or something. Let's... No more pizza. Pizza's gone. Can I not drop... What? What do you mean? What do you mean no? Why no? Oh, there we are. Okay, I fixed it. Alright, let's have a look at Maiden Abyss characters. Should we try doing Nanachi? Nanachi. I like Nanachi. I feel like Nanachi might be too complicated. From learning to draw. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. We learn to draw just by yellowing it. That's how I do anything. Okay, I learned programming the same way. I learned voice acting the same way. I don't do that anymore though, really. Should we do human Nanachi? Or like Nanachi? What do you think? Maybe Rico? Nanachi's hat is kind of difficult. That is true, it's like a lot of layers. Okay, we'll do Rico. For Maiden Abyss. Okay. Well, this is a good reference. Cool. This is from Nogarden. Yep, I'm great at this. Okay, I'm using this as kind of like an inspiration reference. So we have... It's basically just a big circle. There isn't like a jawline, really. Is this what the actual character looks like? Or is that just this person? Okay, no, it's just basically a circle. It's more of like like if we try to sketch that out a little, it's kind of like this and just goes straight in. It's a very smushed head, from what I can tell. There's no jawline, like at all. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We'll figure it out, So we do that, and then we smush the jawline. Maybe? I don't know. I don't feel like that's right. It's more boxy. Maybe we try doing something like this. No, that's just this Minecraft Steve is what that is. I just made Minecraft Steve. Okay, this is harder than I thought because it's like kind of a circle, but also not. It's like mostly a square. If you look at that. How do I do that? Okay, we'll try. We'll start with it. We'll see how the process goes, shall we? So, when I do that, it sort of has little puffy cheeks, and then it comes in like this. I feel like I'm drawing a chipmunk. This is fine. And we'll do this, and it sort of comes out a little. That's a lot more than what I was planning. Hold on, actually, wait. Maybe like that, and then in. I don't know. It's just a straight line, and then a little out on the line like that, like a circle, kind of. Okay. That's how you do it. Yes. Okay. And then we do that again on the other side. Which is fine. We can do this. Nope. There we go, I think. That's something. No, it's a lot more round than that. Well, okay. It's literally like a big thing, kind of like that. Maybe. Yeah, does that look like the frame of the face? I think that looks like the frame of the face, kind of. Kind of? Maybe? Maybe? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna wing it. Okay. So mouth is probably gonna be about here. Nose is gonna be about here, and eyes sort of like here. And then that means that the hair probably starts. No, if the eyes are there, the hair would start sort of up here, I think. Like that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. And that's why, so it's more like down and sort of to the eye, the corner of the eye. So if we plan for the eyes to sort of be at this level, a little bit further up, like that. And then do that again. And then do that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with it. Cool. I'm gonna try the same thing. Yeah. And this one sort of goes all the way down to the corner of the eye. Like that. Okay, cool. So we have the face. Then the eye is kind of, it's like a rounded square with an arch all the way up, like that, kind of. Interesting. So it's sort of like this, and then rounded, and then across, and then straight, not like that, like that looks so bad. I don't know what I'm doing. It looks, I see the eye bags, like these little eye bags. Jeez. So we're gonna clean this up a little bit if I can. Is that something I can do? Oh, it is. It's just I need to go here like this. There we are. We'll clean that up a little bit, I think. There you go, that's something. That's what, 37, I think. Yeah, around there. Okay. So we have that. Now I need to do the ears, which come out from the side. Like this. And sort of run out down. And then just sort of go straight. Interesting. I don't think I did it, but we're gonna try it. There you go. It should make it a little obvious that it's an ear. And I am struggling really badly. And then we'll have a defined line here. There we go. I said there we go, I didn't have it yet. Like that. Sure. I don't think this is working. I mean, kinda, I guess, maybe. Oh, god damn it. Why? But leave me alone. I need mods. This is a pain to do manually every single goddamn time. Spooky challenge. Cool. Don't care. Ban. Ban. And then I'm gonna add that. Roblox VK. Alright, sounds like a plan. Roblox VK. I gotta do admin stuff because people are sending random stuff. Okay. This is kind of like Roblox English? Roblox VK. Roblox VK. Say that 3 times fast. You're actually doing it though, I can see it. Me, I really... Okay, for reference, this is my first time actually trying to draw since I was like 10. I've done like one tiny thing, which was like a little oval heart. Like it was literally like this. And that was it. That was all it was. I can probably pull it up actually. Okay. So we have to do the hat next. I think, because wait, no, the hat sort of tucks behind the ear. So it's sort of like that. And then we have the inside of the hat. And the same on this side. So it sort of tucks in behind the ear. Okay. So we now need to do the hat. So if I do something like this. Yeah, for like the interior. And then if we I am really struggling here. What do we do? We sort of get this and then bring it back up, maybe? I don't have a lot of room here, so we're just gonna go off the page, that's fine. And see, now I feel like I've ruined it. It looks squashed. It looks way too squashed. I should have moved the head, like, down a little more. I don't think I can do that. Is that something you can do? Can I move the layer? Okay, cool. I'm learning. Okay, so in that case, we're gonna fix the head. Because the helmet's really bad. Okay, so here. I'll put that like there. Then we do this. Okay. So if we look at the right side, it sort of comes up. So it's sort of like that. And then on a small arch. Like this, kind of, I think. Maybe? and then sort of tucks behind the ear like that. We try doing the same here. It looks like a mushroom. I've put a mushroom on her head. It's just a straight mushroom. And they sort of come up like that as well. Okay, we're also good at some line there. And here, because it's separated for some reason. Is the eyebrow laid on top of the hair? The eyebrows are on top of the hair. Why are the eyebrows on top of the hair? I'm so sorry if that's a mushroom. I know that's a mushroom. I am struggling so bad. Hi, Nova. I don't know how to draw. This is why I'm here. I'm here to learn, okay? Because I don't know what I'm doing, like, at all. Even remotely. I'm trying. Been here since the pizza? You've been here since the pizza? Hell yeah, the little pizza. So we have a few drawings. We have me. This is supposed to be my character. It's so bad. I think Laz would kill me, is what I think. If Laz was here, Laz would kill me. It's supposed to be me. And then we have the pizza, because I wanted to do something basic and try to like learn and to just sort of sketch things out. I don't think Laz would do that. I'm gonna send these to Laz. I am not. This is like the first time I've done anything in years. Did I delete it? No. Undo. Okay, I did. I accidentally deleted it for a second. My bad. We don't worry about that. We don't talk about that. But I will message Laz after this stream is over. And I'll send her my art. And I'll be like, hey, what do you think? And I'll cry. Anyway, we have to do the belt thing. Why can't I draw? What's wrong with it? I'm painting black because there we go. I should do that. I'll do it after the stream, I promise. What do we think? Do we think that we try to keep going with the helmet, or do we just make Rico into a mushroom hat? What do you think? Mushroom hat or normal? I can pull up a reference of Toad, maybe. I can do this sleep deprived days. There you go. What do you guys think? I think it looks like a mushroom. I think we should do a mushroom hat. I think we might do a mushroom hat. It's more fun. This is more fun. It's my stream. I say mushroom hat. Let's look at a Toad reference. Toad. Oh, I forgot. I forgot the Toads were actually Mario Toad. Here we go. Okay, so Toad has really just a few big circles. We can do that. That's easy, I think. So we'll try a few big circles like this. I am struggling. Brain is not braining at this hour. It's 2 in the morning. I'm very tired. Okay. Kabayaki. I don't even know how to say your name. Kabayaki. I do not brain. And then we'll try doing, yeah, like this, I think. And just have Toad. This is so bad. There we go. We have. What do you guys think of Puerto Rico? I am so sorry that this is what the world has come to. It looks great. I feel like I should move it to like that, but I'm gonna move it a little to like here, I think. There we go. Nice. Puerto Rico. I present Puerto Rico, ladies and gents. There we are. Puerto Rico. Hell yeah. I'm gonna sign these. Let's sign this. That's not how I donate. That's how I donate. There we go. Zafira. Hello Annie. Hello Mega. Welcome. We're drawing Toad Rico. So we can see our references on the top right. We're for Toad. And this is Toad Rico from Maiden Abyss. Because I was gonna do the helmet and then I messed up on the helmet, so we just went with it. I am not using Virid Studio actually, or VTube Maker. I'm not using either of those. I am using oh wait, no, am I using Virid Studio? I am using Virid. I don't actually know. I didn't make this model. My friend Elbow made this model for me. I think they use Virid Studio for that. So I lied to you. I'm sorry. I think it's Virid Studio, and the application I'm actually using is a VC Face. It's called. Let's date this. What's today's date? It is. I can see it on my screen. Wait. 2024. We'll date that. There we go. That 2 looks like an L. There we go. 2-4. 2024. I use Virid Studio, but after finally going Live 2D. Live 2D I've heard is good. I chose a 3D model because I plan on eventually doing things like VR chat content, and I wanted, you know, something basic that works for that as well. Roblox Toad Rico. Roblox Toad Rico. Yes. Roblox. I cannot. How do you do a B? That looks wrong. I also realized you guys can't see. Let me, I don't know. I'll shrink this for now so you can see. Roblox. Toad. How do you do a D? D's the other way around, right? I think so. I don't know how to. I'm dyslexic. It's a pain to rig. Are you paying monthly for CPS? Did you buy the one-time option and you just crack me? I honestly don't know. It was one of my friends that helped me set it up. There is a one-time option. I know there is. I think it's the one I have. I thought my handwriting was bad. Hey, that's mean. That's mean. And then Rico. There we go. Roblox Toad Rico. Hell yeah. My handwriting's not that bad. Like if I make a new layer and I go HELLO. Hello. How are you. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's not great. I won't lie. My handwriting's not that bad, is it? I don't think so. I think that's fine. Little heart. And the question mark. How are you guys today? You guys having a good day? Tell me about your story. What's going on with you guys? You having a good day? Are you sleepy? You putting me on while you fall asleep? What's the plan? You know. Roblox Federico does go crazy. You woke up an hour ago. Nice. What time is it for you? And good morning. Welcome to the stream. Good morning. I'm suffering and moving and not having my PC with me. That is... honestly, that's fair. Um, 10:27 a.m. The plan is to get sushi. Sushi! Yo, I don't know, I had like a kind of scuffed sushi before. It wasn't like an actual sushi. It was like chicken teriyaki in sushi. It was really good. My coping mechanism is coding, but I can't even do that. I also program. I don't program a lot, or well, I do sometimes though. I do like mostly Rust and backend ZLI stuff. Like, if we go to my website, I got a few coding projects, like an automatic file sorter. Yeah, I'm plugging my own GitHub, but I haven't updated it in like a year, so. But I do some stuff sometimes when I feel like it, which is never, to be honest. But we don't worry about that, it's so important. Oh, you're the one that stole my old website. Hey, it's nice to see you. Are you talking about this one? My old terminal website. I do Rust. A lot of Rust. I don't know about Mega here. Is this the one you're talking about? Yeah, okay. It is. Makes sense. I completely redid my website. As you can probably tell, I do still have the old one linked, but it's like a little Easter egg that you have to go to. I'm not really updating that one though, unfortunately. Okay. So we have to we do have to program. I don't know why I keep glitching out like that. We do have to program. I have to fit like the trans girl aesthetic, right? Like the thigh high, so like the program is all that jazz. I'm like legally obligated. I decided to move on from the terminal style, but I get the retro theme since the site is outdated, but I can't update it right now. Ah, okay, that's fair. If you end up updating the site properly, send me a message on Discord. I bet. Let's have a look at that. Let's judge your website. Let me do that. Let's have a look. Graphic design and programming and programming development. About me, my name is Cam, 14 years old. I don't know if you should be leaking all of that information publicly, but that's fine. I work as a freelancer hobbyist. 5 a.m. I'm obsessed with dumplings. I haven't actually had dumplings in so long. Usually in bed by 4 in the morning. That's fair. No matter what, after having some water and watching 80 minutes of anime before going to bed. It's based. I'm currently in the process of watching a few animes myself. I usually have a lot of problems sleeping until the early morning. Fair. Skills, C#, Tailwind, HTML, CSS, Visual.js, Lua, MC Creator, and Pico 8. I don't do a lot of those. I'm not really a front-end dev. I do the rest. That seems cool though. Photoshop, Animate, Dimension, Premiere Pro, After Effects, Blender, Blockbench. You do a lot of stuff. Jesus, I don't. I really don't. I want to try to get into it. I'm trying to learn like music and 3D modeling and stuff for my movie that I'm working on. I don't know if I told you guys about that, but I'm working on like a little horror movie. Art, painting and drawing, file alpaca, Medibang. I'm surprised you don't use Medibang, Clip, and Critter. Aren't they all like separate? A lot of people I find just use one. I mean, if I like, so likes. Minecraft Ruby mod. Ah, it's a modded client. I will look at that later. Itch.io. This is cool. You do some really cool stuff. Jump point modified is modified by Bang. Ah, I see. Game Master roleplay. You make Roblox games too? Oh? Oh my god, you do. Negama Cafe, Creature, Mansion. You do so much cool stuff. Redeemed insult? Alright. You listen here, buddy. Okay. You have sauce in your name, but you don't even, I don't know. You have sauce in your name, but you don't even have the sauce. No. You know what we're gonna do. We're gonna chat GPT this real quick. I'm gonna chat GPT an insult to give you. Make an insult for me about someone named Sauce. Let's have a look. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay. Now I'm gonna read the insult to you directly as it was given to me, okay? I understand that you might be looking for a playful jab, but I prefer to keep things positive and respectful. If you need help with something else or want to chat about a different topic, I'm here to help. I literally can't think of an insult. Kawayaki, your name is so hard to pronounce that it has... No, that's flooding. Insult. Your mother is so fat that when she walks, an earthquake happens. Is that better? I don't know. I'm so good at this. Like, I signed up for drawing, not insulting. I forget I had that. Okay. This is cool though. Copyright, greatest of all time. I like this. This is a cool website. We work on it next time. Okay, I'm sorry. I can refund your points if you want, buddy. This is cool. I like your stuff, actually. For someone so young, you do a lot of really cool stuff. I'm kind of jealous, not gonna lie. I've been wanting to make like a Roblox game for ages. You're very productive, unlike me. I just stream and play games. I mean... Alright. I don't know what to draw next. I should close this down. There we go. Okay. Oh. No. Back. Thank you. Nice. Cool. What should we draw next? We've drawn a pizza box. We've drawn my signature, which is bad. Rico the toad, the Roblox toad, which is so bad. A pizza and a really bad version of my own Abby. I'm so sad that I messed this up. I don't know what I'm doing. But that's fine. We don't worry about that. We didn't talk about that. I've already been doing this for 2 hours, Jesus. Does not feel like it, honestly. Okay. I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna draw a heart. I always default to a heart. A block of Swiss cheese melting on a plate. That is actually kind of a good base. So what does a plate look like? We've got a plate's normally just like a big circle, right? Yeah. So we got to think about like perspective. We sort of want to be above the plate. So something like this, maybe? If I make it more round. I don't know. That's a plate. The team instinct. Okay, buddy. I'm bad at art, okay. I think maybe we start with the cheese. Maybe we'll start with the cheese instead. A plate is surprisingly hard to do. Swiss cheese. That is not the right one. I am do I have like a button pressed? I cannot type. I cannot type in there. I can type here. Swiss cheese. Okay. Alright, Swiss cheese on a plate melting. I think we will use... What would be a good reference? Yeah, I want to go for like a cartoony thing of cheese. I think this would be good. Okay. So we have a triangle. Like this. Sort of comes down here. And straight across. Form the tip. That comes down even more. And then down like so. There we go. That's a block of cheese, right? I'm using graphic play. I am using the Artist 15 Pro. I bought it for like $400 a year ago and then never used it, like ever. I don't feel like the proportions are right there. I feel like it's too thick. I think maybe more like that. Yeah, we'll do like a thinner slice of cheese. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll do something like this. Cool. So we have like a little cheese wedge pointing in like that. And so this will be sort of the back of the cheese, I think. And so it looks like from the other picture, the back of the cheese is smooth. Yeah, the back of the cheese is smooth. And if this is going to be the back, it's like sort of pointing up, I think. I have a low end, cheap one. Did I hear correctly? Yeah, it was Artist 15 Pro. Sorry. It is really expensive. And I do not do art. I shouldn't have spent so much money. I have impulse purchase problems. We don't worry about that though. How do you draw melting cheese? I think I'm gonna restart this actually. I'll do that. There we go. Okay. Let's have a look at melting cheese. Hi. Alright. Oh, so it's like all gooey. Okay. So we'll draw the plate because it has to be on the plate. So I think I don't know how to. What does the plate look like? It does pour. What does the plate look like? Okay, yes, this is exactly what I'm after. Okay, so it's literally just like a big circle with like an indentation. Okay, so it's big circle, like that. Some indentation, like this, I would think. Okay, then we have like a basic plate. Hear me out the copy. I'm not tracing, I'm using references. No. That's so bad. Okay. So we have that. And now we want to get a thing of cheese. So we have to draw a cheese block. So I think we'll have the start of it like this. And it'll sort of go in. Like that. And then we'll have the top of the cheese. Like that. And now Swiss cheese has a lot of holes in it. So if we do a lot of holes, just random holes kind of everywhere. That's Swiss cheese, right? Like if you looked at that, you'd think that's cheap. No, probably not. How do I have to add depth to the holes. Holes have depth. Yeah, like that. Okay. So if can I zoom in? Is this something I can do? Oh, okay, cool. What do all these buttons even do? Oh, that's to move. That moves. I don't know what that does. I have 2 of them. What? Oh. Oh, that's to delete things. That's good. Interesting. I don't know what that does. It's moving on the canvas itself, I think. Swiss cheese blobs, SquarePants. Yeah, I was moving that. Oopsie daisy. There we go. Oh, that's the complete wrong thing as well. And that changes style, I think, is what that does. No. Where was my move? That was my move. Cool. So how do we add depth? So we need like a circle and then an inner circle, I think. So a circle and then an inner circle? Like that, maybe. Like detail. Like that? That looks like a hole in cheese. I think. I don't think the angle's right. But it's something. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna stick with it. I'm gonna do a circle. Then lines. That looks like Swiss cheese. Right. I think. So, because it's melting, I duplicate the layer and use a blend tool and the water drop in the that is way beyond me. Duplicate the layer? How do I do that? How do I flip layer below? So there's reference. How do I, is it a duplicate button? I don't know how to do that. My layers is on the bottom right. Like if I move my little character, hold on. My layers is here. Sort of like where I'm hovering. I don't know, it came that way. I haven't touched anything. I don't know how to fix it. Is that better? Maybe if I do something like this. Now, is that better? Oh, because these are for different art. So I've got like Rico and the pizza. I've just been doing them in like completely different layers. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now what do I do? So I duplicate it. How do I duplicate it? So as reference layer, clip the layer below, change color palette, blending mode, opacity. Right click. I don't know how to right click on the drawing tablet. I'm gonna have to do that like with my actual mouse, probably. Okay. Duplicate layer. That's duplicated. And then you wanted me to blend toward the water droplet on the bottom left. This thing? I think. To add cool shading. How does that give me cool shading? Doesn't work. No, that doesn't work on the Artist 15 because it has pressure sensitivity. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So I have the layer and I try blending. How do I blend? I don't get it. What do I do? Big brush. Like this. Am I doing it right? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. It just makes everything darker. Like that. Am I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. What do I do? Help me. I am struggling. It looks cooler. Okay. So I just do I do this? Did I do it? I don't know. Smudge. Thin a plate line outwards. Like this. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Yes, okay. Cool. I can't see a difference. It looks the same to me, but I'm gonna trust you. It literally looks the same. To me. It's like 0.01% cool. Okay, well I can't see that tiny 0.001%. Okay, we've done that. Now what? We have to make it melt, right? How do we do that? We have to like make a puddle. So if I go back to the normal layer, the non-blended layer, like that, and then we need to make puddle of cheese. So maybe it's like oozy, like this. I don't know. Oozy cheese. Come, you know, sort of around the side like this. It's like oozy. It's like oozed cheese. Right? I think that's... yeah, that's cool. Draw multiple Among Us and read the inner lines. It will... draw multiple Among Us. Are you serious? I refuse. How do I draw an Among Us? It's just like this, right? That's an Among Us? I realized you can't see that again. Hold on. Is that an Among Us? It's an Among Us, yes. Cool. Cool. I have an Among Us. Now I need to do that, but like, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna trust you. I don't believe this is gonna work, but okay. Multiple Among Us. This does not feel like it's working. Do I keep going? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna keep going, I guess. Among Us. It's working. I'll keep going. Among Us. Now I'll do another one. There we go. Among Us. I know. I do not see. I see a lot of Among Us on top of my trees. I do not see at all. So what I do? I have to like erase the inner lines, you said? How do I erase it? Like this? I erase like these? Like inside lines? Okay. Let me increase the brush size a little to do that. There we go. Like this? Did I do it? I still see I just see like the bottom of Among Us. I don't get it. Perfect. Cool. Okay. Nice. We have Among Us's. Among A feet. Amugafoot. 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 Crazy. Okay. Now what? We have melting cheese on plate. This is my water. I need water. I haven't drunk in like 2 hours. It's bad. It's unhealthy. Okay. I am breaking really badly. Okay, what do we do? Or are we done? Do we have melted cheese on the plate? It doesn't look like melted cheese to me. To look like melted cheese, it's gotta be like a puddle. You know? Like, there has to be like a little puddle. I'm gonna make a little puddle. The Among Us are the puddle. Do we like group them all together to make a puddle like that? It doesn't look like a puddle. You know, I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it. We have droopy cheese. Nice. And where's my signature? I think, did I delete my signature? I think I deleted my signature. On accident. Oopsie daisy. Time to do that again. Time to remake the signature. Now we'll do this. There we go. It is the year 2024. There we go. What is that? Leeches? Lechias? L-E-C-H. Lechias. That's cheese, but fancy. Okay, leches. Nice. I do not. We have fancy cheese. That. Okay. What's next on the agenda, guys? We've done. I kind of want to do like an Among Us with a top hat or something. This sounds like fun. You had me do Among Us before, so I want to do like an Among Us with a top hat. Let's try doing a little Among Us, shall we? This one's like a sad Among Us. It's like, actually, it's a looks maxing Among Us. Yes. I think I drew the exact same thing in 2021. Really? Hell yeah. I don't know how do you do Among Us? Is it like this? Is this a looks maxed Among Us? I don't know. We're gonna go with it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with it. I wanted to. What do we do? Like a top hat? I think a top hat would be cool. So we'll need sort of the. Well, it'll need to come out and then around. Like that. Yeah, and then around. And then. If nice. Big. Top hat. Like that. There we go. And then I have to erase these interior lines. And once we do that, we have... That is not the right brush size. There we go. Looks next Among Us with a top hat. Let's go. Can you draw these clothes we play? It's my dream fit. Alright, let's look at this, shall we? Oh my god, I love it. It's beautiful. Do you want me to do that on the Among Us? Do I do another? Do I do like an Among Us for you with cat ears? Okay. I'll do another Among Us for you. Okay. We'll bring this to like 30. There we go. Okay. I'll do an Among Us for you. This will be you. Right here. So you're really happy. Right? So you've got sort of like, oh, you can't see a single thing. I'll move this over here for now. Femboy Among Us. And then we'll need the little cat ears. Like this. There we go. I'm struggling. Okay. And I think having feet is a better thing. There we go. Maybe we have that rounded more. Yeah. There you go. So we have cat ears on our little Among Us. And we want a cat tail. And there we go. Let's see a little cat tail. Let's have a look. What else do we have on the fit? I don't know how to do a collar. How do I do a collar on an Among Us? A bell. Like this. Actually, we'll have it as a little heart, I think. You strike me as the type to have a heart. And then we'll do a fancy bow or something. How do you do a bow? I don't know. We'll just have we'll have the collar like that. That's fine. We'll keep it like that, I think. I think that's a good idea. And then I can't do a hoodie. I can try this. I don't know how I would do this. I'll give you pants. Because I know they're short, so they're kind of like that. And then like this. Yeah. I think that's best. And thigh highs. I can't. How do I do thigh highs and shorts? We're just gonna say you have thigh highs on. These are the thigh highs and the short line. They're the one and the same. I can't do a face mask. We don't have arms, and you can't wear glasses really. What do you think? There you go. There's. I have the thigh highs. The thigh highs have flaws, do they? Oh, they do. I can try doing like little tone beans. How do I do little beans? Just circles. So big circle and then smaller circles. There you go. There's your little kitty paws. On the bottom of your thigh highs. Cat face on the visor. Okay. Maybe if I little beanie nose. And tiny little eyes. There you go. Stay it down. Sus. Definitely not Nazare. Hello, Nazare. Oh, sorry, definitely not Naz. We're trying to do a beautiful Among Us, and I think it went amazing. We have Looks Maxed Among Us and Femboy Among Us. Cat Femboy Among Us. I see those oh, this is a random sketch that I did before. No, not Nazarene. It's the imposter because he doesn't look like a he. That's fair. I was just doing random stuff while watching a video earlier. This is what that was for. This is great. I like this. Ow. Ugh. Pain. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this. There we go. That. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. That's fine. And I save this as well. Yeah, perfect. Cool. How long have you been coding for? Me? I've been programming for like a year or two at this point. Nothing professionally or anything. I just kind of do it for fun because I enjoy it. But I'm trying to get into other stuff like art and music and so forth. Hence kind of why I'm doing this stream. Because I'm trying to learn art. And I find the easiest way to learn art is to be really stupid. Easiest way to learn anything really is to just be incredibly stupid. And do random things. And where's my signature? There it is. There we go. Look at that. Look at how nice it is. It's nice and signed. Let's be real. Hell yeah. Based. I should probably increase this to more like 50% opacity. Yeah, that'd be better. You're a little faded, but that's fine. Auction this on eBay. I don't think this. I mean, I know NFTs are crazy, but I actually started to use GitHub because she said, what kind of programmer doesn't use GitHub once? So I was just seeing my empty GitHub page. Or was another person. I'm pretty sure it was me too. This sounds like something I would do. Big bugs. This is a start. Livery. But yeah, I literally, I bullied you for not using GitHub and you use it now. And it's great. I haven't really done any projects. I need to work on things. I get like demotivated and do nothing. And so I'm trying to get back into like streaming and content creation and drawing. I'm trying to fix it. You know, work on myself, which is cool. I think the Mona Lisa should replace the Mona Lisa. I don't know how I feel about replacing the Mona Lisa. I don't think this is replaceable. Very Mona Lisa replaceable. We write the Doom rendering engine. That is way beyond my pay grade. I do like backend systems administration, things like APIs, databases, stuff like that. And even then I don't do that anymore. I haven't programmed in like a year really. I enjoy it, I just haven't done anything. There's not really any reason why. I'm trying to remember if I met you, Mega, before. How long ago did I meet you? It must have been like over a while ago now, right? Oh, redeemed insult. Okay. Okay. Listen here, buddy. You just had me draw a femboy among us. I don't think you need an insult when you live as one already. That was kind of mean. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Good point. Oh. I'm so sweet. I'm so nice. 100%. I'm the nicest person. I've also been receiving Discord messages that I have not noticed. Are they important? Let's look. No. Not in the slightest. Okay. We have a new piece of artwork to do. What shall we do now? I wonder. Oh. No, that's what I was trying to do. Zoom in. Okay. Nice. Based. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. What do we do now? I did an Among Us. I've done cheese. Melting cheese, actually. There we go. I did have my signature. I remade it, so I delete it now. There we go. Roblox Puerto Rico from Maiden Abyss. Cause why not? If you're wondering why it's like inverted, by the way, like why I'm doing white on black, is because it's easier on my eyes. Oh, I'm gonna refuse on that one, by the way. Me and my buddy tested that, and everyone agreed that my program was better. And it was written in Rust. It was faster. It looked nicer. It was so cool. It doesn't work anymore, though, sadly. Because the API outlet shut down, and I'm too lazy to host it again. But maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday. I don't really program though. Literally all it did is you put in a username and it told you, like, in percentage how much of a femboy that person was. They use like hashing algorithms to do it to make sure you get the same result every time and stuff. Yeah. It doesn't work anymore though, unfortunately. But it's cool, it's snazzy, it's alright. It basically is like, it was like, it got your name, it then hashed it, and then got a random number between 0 to 100 based on that hash. That way if you put in the same name, you'd get the same number. And it was like a whole thing that we relied on for like a little while. It was like a little inside joke between me and a friend. I don't program much anymore though. I really want to get back into it. I should. I really should. For sure. Okay. I don't know what else I want to draw. I think I might be done with drawing. We'll see. I want to time I made a gender, sex, self, whatever the select there. The more the right, the more you are a woman. The more right you are, the more woman you are, and the more right you are, the more man you are. I mean left. I was like, wait, what? So if you have like, let's say you've got a slider, right? You've got a little box. You've got a slider. The more right you are equals woman and man. How does that work? I was gonna say, I mean, if you meant left, then yeah, that makes more sense, but I was confused for a second there, buddy. Okay. I have vampire games that are in between. That's fair. I am very... all of them. I am a pansexual. I enjoy everything for the most part. I don't know what to do. I might be done this with drawing. I'm getting tired. It's like 3 in the morning. Not sure. Cheeseburger. I want to draw a cheeseburger. I always say cheeseburger. I drew cheese, but not a burger. I should draw a cheeseburger. I'll do that next time, maybe. Because I'm getting EP. I'm gonna attempt to sketch me being EP. How do I do eyes? I don't know how to do eyes. I still haven't figured that out. There we go. don't know what I'm doing. This is EP me. Just Sans with a top hat. That's supposed to be me, but EP. And I'm too lazy to finish it. That's fine. Delete, 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 delete. Delete, 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 delete. Delete, delete. Sans with a top hat. Okay. Sans is basically just a big head. It's like his thing. I know that's his thing. I know it's got pretty basic eyes. We'll make a happy Sans. Give him a small top hat. I'm just gonna sketch this really fast because I'm really starting to get tired. Nice top hat like that. There we go. And this is I don't know. It doesn't look like Sans. Like, we gotta give him a glowing blue eye for it to be Sans. There we go. It's like wingy. There you go. That makes it Sans. Because Sans is that's Sans. Asia, this song. What? I don't know who that is. Oh, looks like a cowboy. This cowboy Sans. What is this? I don't know. Sans. Just in case people didn't know. I like that. Maybe little Sans. Looks like the hell after he took the hell. I'm googling who that is. I have no idea. Bear with me while I put my pen to the side. Okay, let's have a look at who this is. Who is this? Oh, it's a man still. I don't see it. They don't look anything alike. It's the blue eye. Well, Sans has a blue eye as well. Like, look. Sans eye. See? Blue eye. He's got like a little tail on his blue eye. Look at that. That's what it is. It's Sans. Oh. I'm EP. I need to give him a triangle nose. Apparently Sans has a triangle nose. Let's do that. Don't. Triangle nose. Blue eyes amplified by the helm of Dominion. I am not this much of a nerd. I do not know this. Is this like a World of Warcraft thing? This sounds like World of Warcraft. I think. I should actually like try to draw something properly at some point and not just do random goofy ass sketches. I'm the biggest WoW nerd. Well, I don't know anything about WoW. I have Frostmourne, like the sword Frostmourne. I have that IRL in my room, but I don't know anything about WoW. I just saw the sword and thought it was cool. That was my thing. I was just like, yeah, Frostmourne, let's go. Yeah, I've like one of the big metal Frostmourne swords. It's cool. And there. Sans. Looks like a park ranger if I do that. Or something. Yeah. Park. Nature. I didn't know how to spell. How do I do a G? Black Ranger Sands. How do you not know Arthur's while possessing his sword? Is that his sword? Ah, my bad. The Lich King, the cursed blade with Arthur's Mandrill. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't. Another World of Warcraft note. I was too broke for World of Warcraft. It was like $30. It's expensive. I'm more of a Final Fantasy person. Anyway, I prefer that a little bit more. Final Fantasy was like my thing back in the day. Still is a little bit. I'm on that a little, not a lot. I might stream it sometime. Maybe. Do you hear the whispers of the Dark Lord while wedding and sword? I can't lift it. I'm too weak. It is like full metal. I genuinely cannot lift it. It's like way too heavy for me. I can try, but I don't think I'm worthy. Unfortunately. It will consume my soul. What if I'm soulless? What if I have no soul? What if I've given my soul to like another deity already? Oh, I butcher P. I'm chopping it all up. Jesus Christ. Hi, IKEA. How are you? How can I work this way? I hate all of that so much. Hi, this is Park Ranger Sans. What do you think? Do you like my Park Ranger Sans drawing? Park Ranger Sans. Firefighter Sans. No, it's a Park Ranger. Like, we'll even give him a little tree. On his hat. Look at that. Park Ranger Sans. Dipper Sans. Firefighter Sans. I have some other stuff. Like, I'm viewing Among Us, as well as a Femboy Among Us. Because why not? The Femboy Among Us was Mega's request. Then I have cheese. Because why not? Cheese is based. And I have Roblox Toad Rico from Made in Abyss. And I have a few others, but we didn't talk about those. Like the pizza size. I've just been doing random stuff for like the past 2 hours. I'm tired. And that's kind of the vibe. It's just make meme. You want a single slice of pizza? Do you want me to make you a single slice of pizza, buddy? Here you go. Let's make a really big slice of pizza for you, shall we? There you go. What do you want on your pizza? I don't know, what's a Chicago style pizza? What does that look like? Chicago pizza. Oops. What is that? What is that monstrosity? That sounds like a nightmare. Extra thick? Well, this is a pretty thick crust. Not gonna lie, this is kind of a thick crust. Alright. And then you just tomato sauce. There you go. There's a lot of tomato sauce in it for you, buddy. That looks like all Chicago pizzas are. It's just tomato sauce. An extra thick crust. Tomato blend. Goofy. Blood. I am very slow at this for some reason. Tomato sauce. There you go. Goofy blood tomato sauce. There you go. Enjoy that. And you know what? Because I feel like spiting you today. We'll do random slices of pineapple. There you go. I am a sinner. There you go. You have pineapple on your beautiful Chicago style pizza. I don't know how to do this. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna eat the pillow instead. I don't eat the pillow. Do you not like your goofy tomato blood sauce pineapple pizza? Are you not a fan of that, buddy? You don't like pineapples? How dare you not like pineapples? You know what? That makes me sad. You can't see that on stream. There you go. That makes me sad. I really like pineapple pizza. Hawaiian pizza is my favorite, actually. Like ham, cheese, pineapple. It all goes really good in a pizza, in my opinion. I like it. I think it's good. Don't sword me to death, no. I gotta make my own emotes. It's kind of why I want to get into drawing, is to like make some of my own emotes eventually. Whatever. If I ever get good enough for that. Probably not. I need to actually try for that. Just goofy tomato sauce pizzas. Or like a Roblox Rico. I have a problem. It's bad. LOL. Bozo. That's what I have to say to that. What you gonna do about that, buddy? I suggest you learn the software using because it seems like you have no idea what it is. I know it has 3D support, but I don't know how to use any of it. Oh. I should learn how to actually use it because I know it has like, I was using some of the tools before, like it has essentially like it's got like a whole shading thing. Like if I do something really basic like this, I know it has like a shading thing. Or whatever. I used it before. I don't know how do I filter? Render. Sharpen. Distort. Correction. Blur. Where is it in file? Tool? No, I got that. Jesus Christ. Okay, shading. Shading assist. So if I do like that. I don't think it works because there's no like colors or anything. Wait, can I stop it? Get rid of you. Undo. Undo? How do I stop? Stop. Why did I go for that? Edit. How do I untick it? It's just here now. How do I get rid of you? Anywhere else? Do I right click it? Do I press delete? No. I don't know how to get it. How do I get rid of this? Oh. No, that go away. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of it. It doesn't let me. What's the delete button? I'm gonna have to Google this. I'm gonna have to Google this, aren't I? Okay. Stop dating assist clip studio. How do I delete this? How do I stop? Using shading assist. How do I stop? I have it. I don't have the pop-up menu. Where's the pop-up menu? There should be a menu. Where's the menu? I don't have another menu. Yeah, it's just gone. This is just here now. I tried learning the tool and it broke. I don't know how to fix it. How do you fix it? I can't go back to it. Undo? Clear? No. Remove? I can't undo. It's not working. How do I fix this? Do I tool? Is it here? Quick action? No. Materials? No. Background? No. How do I stop this? I literally cannot figure this out. I'm gonna have to restart my whole program for this. I'm gonna have to restart all of my Clip Studio to fix this. And is that because there's no cancel? I didn't see the second screen, the cancel. It just doesn't work for some reason. Why? How do I? I found it. Cancel. Did it work? Yes! It was hiding from me. I got it. Wiguchi. Wiguchi flip-flops. Why did I close? Ah, I did. There we go. I was like, what? Where did it go? We are all good. Okay. Cool. I think I'm gonna call it here though. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little tired. I think I will talk to you guys sometime later. I appreciate you guys stopping by for the stream. I don't know what else to say really. So I'm gonna head out. I appreciate you guys. Good night. I'm EP. I'm gonna go to bed now. I need to fix this. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I want that like here, and then me move here. I prefer being on this side. And then I go here. Mirror. And I'm gonna put a little frog on me. Good night, guys. Good night. Bye-bye.